So the next film I watched was the documentary RBG about Gator Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Um, Obviously, this is one of the most popular and talked about documentaries of the year. The reason I skipped it in theaters was I was pretty sure it was going to be another one of those sort of by the books, workman like documentary talking about a beloved icon and showing all the good things they've done. It's pretty much what it is. That's not to dismiss the film, but it's also to say, like, give me more. I want more from a documentary. I want something that moves the form forward, and I want something that matches the ferocity of its subject. And literally everything that's in this, even though some of it does come from family members and people who know her, she's not dead, know her, it still felt like a highlights from a Wikipedia entry, elaborated with anecdotes and archival footage and photographs. Like that's the kind of doc it felt like, and um, I just it's inspiring because she's inspiring, not because it's an inspiringly made film, and that's not enough for me as a lover of documentary. Now, I had two thoughts of how this could have been a better doc, and I'm just going to say that, even though I know I should be treating the film on its own merits, and on its own merits, it's a perfectly fine documentary. But what I think could have been a better look into her life was to either go deeper into her youth, because I still, now having seen this documentary and the biopic yesterday, I still don't know why she loves the law so much. I still don't know enough about her family. I want to know so much about her. Was it her father is a first gen, and her mother? She says her mother's barely. No, her father was an immigrant, and her mother was barely first gen. What does that mean? Like, was she like born the day they her parents immigrated, or like what? I need to know, what does that mean? What, how did that affect her? How did her childhood um, affect the woman that she became, and the way that her mother created in her this fire, and the way that that inspired her daughter, and the way that it's inspired so much gender change in this gender discrimination change in this country. Why? I don't have the answer yet, and that, I mean, obviously, besides the top answer, which is because we should all be treated equally. Like, I get that, but like most people have something that drove them to become the person they are, and I want more into that. Or, and if you're going with RBG and the whole notorious RBG thing, let's look at her as an icon in this country and what she means to feminism in today's um, meme, universe. Like they had a 3 seconds with the people who created the meme, and the woman who had the Tumblr. But like, let's dive into that, and dive into how having someone like her turning into an icon has created an entire new generation of feminists. And what does that mean? That's also an interesting topic, and neither of those were explored enough in this. And could have been, they're rich enough topics, they can be explored in further documentaries. So maybe someone will make that. I don't know, but she's a great person, and this was inspiring again because she's inspiring, and that's about it. Um, so it'll probably get nominated for an Oscar because the sort of boundary pushing, challenging documentaries don't often make that. Usually, like maybe one will make it into that spot, and then these sort of crowd pleasing ones tend to be the ones that take up all the spots and then win. At least we don't have one this year about football, because the football doc always wins. So this is RBG. It's directed by Julie Cohen and Betsy West, and it's perfectly fine, especially for people who already love her, about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.